This is Science Blesser, ne?
Allegedly.
Oh, allegedly.
What office was he in?
But I know that he chose that guy, apparently. He's on fire, that guy.
Don't feel so much.
That guy.
And then,
There was some intimidation at play because you know these guys.
well, guess what? What might happen when you are sitting over a trial of extortion and intimidation?
The emotion we saw at the commission, I don't think that's the emotion people like us grew up in Ekurhuleni knew. That lady ran Ekurhuleni with an iron fist, my brother.
Ghost lady, any question you got? Because you know we're part of city of Ekurhuleni, me and you.
Oh, no, we are still of Twane.
Oh,
no.
you're Twane.
Hey,
Oh.
hey.
Nigga, that's even know where he lives. This guy. If Nick gets an invoice, City of Cape Town for rates and taxes, he'll just pay it. They're stealing anyway. I don't care.
This guy's good, man. This is what a spy would say.
Yeah.
No, listen. These guys are good. These guys are good. These guys.
So you know they're always peddling rumors, Penduka, that journalism is dying.
Yeah.
But our next guest, I think, is one of the few that's carrying the torch.
Yeah.
He's doing the Lord's work.
Yeah. See, I've heard the name. Finally meet the guy. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for our guest today, Modibe Modiba. He's an investigative journalist, and your claim to fame is exposing what's happening, the corruption in Ekurhuleni. Ne? Am I correct in saying
I
that?
think that's the one that made me famous recently. Yeah.
Ne?
But I've been exposing. I've been at it. Yeah.
Bro, and it's so bad that you walk around with bouncers now.
Ish, my man. It's rather to be safe than sorry.
That's crazy.
Wait, man. But journalists afford bouncers? Like, are you guys?
I know. Look, I think unfortunately I've got an uncle who works in the taxi and security business.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, my brother, before they remove you here, let me give you bodyguards.
Yeah.
So I just make sure they eat. Yeah. So I don't pay them. He takes care of it. Yeah. So
Lucky
yeah.
you, bro.
And do you
Lucky me. Yeah, lucky me.
Do you get like death threats?
I've received a few. I've been followed around many times. I know they've went to my baby mama. They've went to my uncles to say, tell your boy to stop. But I think, I think it's a call, like what you guys are doing now. It's a calling, They can try cancel you, they can try do whatever. But if you say, I'm going to expose you, MacG, fuck it, let's go. Yeah.
Do you know who they are? Like when you say they, do you know
Look, I know who they are. Some of them I've even sent them messages personal to say, come back and try that you did. But then, the sad thing, some of us can't afford, big lawyers. So that's why they keep on losing. And that's why I seen an interview with Metro from the past week. I don't mind losing in court every week. But as soon as I leave court and I lose, I'm going to post immediately when I leave. So I think, journalism has come to that. And I call it street journalism. Yeah.
So, all right, cool. I wanna talk about, oh, sorry.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel though? Because the work you've been doing, especially in the East, bodies have been dying. We're heard in Magangas, bodies get dumped. The auditor there was dead, and then one of Shimza's friends, he spoke about him as well,
He was a DJ,
Yeah, so when these stories that you're very close to and the bodies start dropping, bro, how do you feel? I'm sure you shake a bit in your boots.
Look, I think you do shake. I don't think you must be stupid and think that you are immune to getting killed, I remember CIC was sitting here, he doesn't want to commit suicide. That's why he's got bouncers, So look, I don't want to be caught slacking as well. I think what's happening in Ekurhuleni is a shame. You from Ekurhuleni as well, you're from Mpho.
Yeah.
But Ekurhuleni used to be one of the cleanest cities.
Bro!
Ekurhuleni used to compete with the city of Cape Town like this.
People used to say, Masaba, they wouldn't consider us from the hood,
What's happening now, it's a shame. People get killed just like that. And the guy that killed Mpho Mafole is the same guy that killed the DJ. They use the same Inkabi.
But remember the DJ somebody thing is tracking back to the Mashatile, Aman Swart. Generally, I think it's like people just use the same guys.
Yeah, same guys. So what's happening in Ekurhuleni is a shame.
So I want to deep dive into the timeline, like when it started, when you started exposing what's happening in Ekurhuleni. What was the first article and all that stuff, right? But before that, can you give us a background about your journalism, like how you started, how you got into it?
To be honest, I didn't see myself as a journalist. I think I just found myself into that space. So what happened is that I was just running my Twitter account. People would come and say, "Can you just promote this for us?" Then I would do that. And then people started complaining to me like, "We don't have black media." And you're one of the guys that keep on talking about the injustices of South Africa.
So you didn't study journalism?
No. I studied,
Whoa, bro.
international relations. I didn't study.
So how do you get that title of investigative journalism?
You give yourself that title. That's why. You give yourself. Look at Karen Mon. Karen Mon doesn't have a law degree.
Yeah. And she's a law journalist. She's a law journalist.
Yeah, she's a law journalist.
Who covers the Zuma trials.
So when black guys exposed, so in the investigative journalist, the journalist that investigates something, proper checks, and then you publish. There's a political reporter who comes and says, CIC, what's your comment?
Yes.
And then, so I expose, I go to the Hawks and say, give me information. That's the investigative part of it.
Yeah.
So you, my brother, you must give yourself titles.
So from now on, I'm an alcoholic journalist.
You own the alcohol. You journal your journey. You're an alcohol author. Yes. Oh,
Cool. So let's go back to the first article, bro, that puts you in the headlights.
Yeah.
Is it the assassination of Mpho Mafole, the chief auditor of Ekurhuleni, regarding the chemical toilets tender that you exposed back in 2024?
Yeah.
Do you track it back to that being the first article, or am I missing another one?
So I think with Ekurhuleni, there's the guy from Ekurhuleni. He's from Foslo as well. He was the CIO. So CIO is the Chief Information Officer. He's basically the IT guy. He's the guy that knows if you're watching porn with the municipality's laptop. That's how deep that guy is. So that guy, the municipality chases him away from the city to say that he's stolen 2 billion. Then I start tracking to say, there's no way one person can steal 2 billion. It's impossible. Where's the SIU? Where's the Hawks? So I start doing my investigation in the city. I then find out that this guy is actually the whistleblower. He's the one that went to all these political leaders in Ekurhuleni and said, guys, we're losing money in the city like this. So what happens is that, let's say MacG has got an office like this. MacG owes the city of Ekurhuleni 5 million rand. Then Saul, who works at Ekurhuleni, comes to say, my brother, if you give me 1.5 cash, your debt will be released from the system.
I wipe it off.
So that guy's the head of IT. He picks it up, say, guys, we're losing money, and this money is now reaching 2 billion from these things of clearing of rates. He goes to the Hawks, opens up cases, criminal cases. Then the politicians then fire him. You know why they fire him? Because now their pockets are going to get dry now. Because that's the money they used to buy T-shirts, that's the money they used to buy KFC for the delegates, understand? So they fire the whistleblower. So I contact the guy, say, my brother, give me this story in full. The guy was reluctant, say, my brother, this is a matter of life and death. If I speak to the media, I'm going to be expelled. You know, I'm suspended, but if I start talking to the media, I'm going to lose my job. Then I start running with the story without him. Then eventually when it catches fire, then he comes back to me. Then he says, my brother, here's all the evidence I have, but it implicates key politicians in the city. Are you willing? I said, my brother, bring it. Understand? So how it now gets tied to Mpho Mafole. When Mpho Mafole dies, the first people in Mpho Mafole's house is the mayor of Ekurhuleni and some of the politicians who say, we know who killed Mpho Mafole. You know? So then you say you know who killed Mpho Mafole, why didn't you go to the police? You understand? So I then pick it up to say, no, there's something wrong. Then the same guy says, no, Mpho Mafole was killed because he was exposing 2 billion. So if you're saying Mpho was exposing 2 billion, the revenue shortfall, you're saying Mpho was killed by this whistleblower guy. You understand? So Mpho was investigating the chemical toilets tender, not the clearing of rates. So the leadership of Ekurhuleni said, no, this guy was investigating the clearing of rates. You understand? Which is a total lie. So what happens is that they take me to court. They won in court for defamation. And all I said is that if someone must be questioned regarding the killings in Ekurhuleni, it must be the mayor. Did News 24 not say the same thing? They said the same thing and they won in court. You know? So I think maybe we must have a conversation if our courts treat white people differently
But did you have the evidence that they had to back up their claims?
I had it. I had the evidence.
Well, you provided the same evidence, but there was 2 different judgments.
Yeah. So look, I think it happens in the South African judiciary. You know, if Zuma goes to court, he's going to lose. We know that. If Cyril goes to court, he'll win. You know, so I think there's our judiciary also needs to. We need to start talking about our judiciary. We shouldn't be scared.
But hold on. But the was News 24 taken to court for the expose of the murder of that DJ?
Yes. So,
but that has nothing to do with the toilets tender or the clearing
of rates.
The
first article that News 24 does, it attaches, it exposes Garaza. You know, similar to what I did. It exposes Kagaza. Then the
Who's
second,
that?
that's the mayor. You're from
The mayor.
Ekurhuleni, you don't know the mayor of Ekurhuleni.
No, man, I'm asking for people who don't know.
Oh, okay.
Someone is in Cape Town. Someone is
As
in
in
Cape
Cape Town.
Town and they don't
No,
know.
so
I know, yeah, the dark guy. See, come on, man. Yeah.
Handsome guy.
No, it's dark. I don't know about handsome, bro.
Yeah, Kagaza is the mayor of Ekurhuleni. So Houston Mpho have been busy with him, for some time. Then after that, they then link him to the matters that are happening in Ekurhuleni, similar to what I said. I said if someone must be questioned, should be him. I'm not saying he killed them. I'm saying that he's the mayor of Ekurhuleni.
Okay.
Why should it be questioned?
Because he's the mayor of Ekurhuleni, If you're the mayor of Ekurhuleni and people are dying under your watch, then that means we don't have leadership in our city.
But it's like saying us, Cyril, about everyone dying in South Africa, for example.
This is not, because I guess we know what's happening in Ekurhuleni.
But is he connected to the death?
Yes.
Not by virtue of being the mayor.
No,
but
look
his fingerprints.
Look at News 24's expose.
I read it, yeah.
Kagaza was at the same place with the DJ before he died.
And he didn't say, did he meet him?
He didn't comment.
No, he didn't say he was there, right?
He didn't say he was there.
Yes, I saw that.
He didn't report the crime to the police. And we know who cleaned the scene of the DJ. He's the former chief of police, MacG. He's the one who cleaned the scene.
Oh, he was at the MacG commission.
Yeah, he was at the MacG commission.
Isn't he clashing with? Well, in the MacG commission, they make it seem like he's clashing with Julius.
But
that's something else.
Yeah, I know that they're together. They were together there in that corruption.
Yo, guys, there's a lot to take in.
Wait, man.
Yo, can you slow it down a bit? Can you slow it down?
Okay, slow.
Penduka.
Slow is smooth, fast is slow.
Tell me why.
Smooth. No.
Why is Mpho Mafole? Why is he being killed? Can you explain to me?
That's the guy who was working as an auditor. So obviously he found some foul play.
At the city of Ekurhuleni.
Yes.
Okay.
Some monies were going missing.
Yes.
That's in relation to
The chemical
toilets tender, which was a 2 billion tender.
Yes.
So the chemical toilets tender, it's a tender that was awarded to around 23 companies. And most of them don't even qualify or have the experience to deal with chemical toilets. It's like saying, MacG, come get a tender for chemical toilets. You know something to do with media. You don't know chemical toilets. They give companies that don't have experience, that some are linked to politicians. So Mafole raises that in his report. He says, guys, this thing, the procurement process was wrong. Some of the companies don't have experience, and there's procurement colluding that we can see.
Yeah.
He hands the report to the politicians in Ekurhuleni to say, guys, here's my report. This is my findings. The politicians then come to a meeting to say, Mpho, you're going to change this report. Yeah. Then Mafole says, I'm not going to change this report. I'm not going to have my signature on this report. You guys can do whatever you want. A few days, Mpho gets killed. Yeah. And they must go and question that guy, audit risk, Philip Rachali. He's sitting with 40 reports. He's not doing anything about those reports. 40 reports. He's the chief, he's the head of audit and risk in Ekurhuleni. Sitting with 40 reports, forensic reports. He's not doing anything about it.
Until this day, there's no case, but Mpho, nothing has happened.
He's afraid to die. Remember, they sent out a message by killing the one person that if you push these reports into the light or you report in a certain light...
Then he must resign. Then he must resign from that position. If they threaten you, say, Saul, don't release this report, resign.
And it's Kispansa.
Yeah, Kispansa.
Yeah,
then
You keep saying everyone knows what's happening in Ekurhuleni. What do you mean by that? What is it?
Look, I think Ekurhuleni, everybody can see what's happening in Ekurhuleni. I think when I say that, it means Ekurhuleni is no longer the city that we know.
Yeah.
You know, it's you look at the people, like even ordinary business guys who qualify for tenders, who are from Ekurhuleni, don't get business in Ekurhuleni. You know, you find a company from, I know you're from Guyana or somewhere. You find
Vendor,
so,
man.
I'm not saying it's something wrong, but I'm saying that, you know, if you're from Ekurhuleni, you say that if you want to procure this, you know, you go to Ekurhuleni and say, who can we get this from in Ekurhuleni? If there's one in Ekurhuleni who can give us this, then we can go out and look for other companies. They don't do that. You know, they just call you, Saul, we want this thing, come. Then the tender's yours, just like that.
And me the one who makes them.
Yeah. They give their friends tenders at the restaurants over the phone. Then they take the documents, they fill in the documents for you. Then they just sign, then they say sign, then they submit for you. That's the corruption that happens in the city. You know, and then when you keep quiet about those things, you must be killed or you are called names, and we can't allow that, you know? We can't. Unfortunately, this is our country. And those guys are getting old. They're going to die very soon. They're going to leave me and you in that mess.
How far does the rot start in Ekurhuleni? Because I remember,
from the top to the bottom.
With this mayor, or because was it who was mayor before?
Masina.
It
It starts during the time of Mzwandile Masina.
For real.
Yeah, it starts back there. And it would be unfair. No, I think I must give credit to Karaza. I know I hit the guy every day, but I think he's trying to change now. I think he was misled on a lot of issues. He was misled on this thing of the 2 billion. I think now he's trying to change it. He's trying to come out and clean the mess. But I think now he realizes that, hey, son, I've made a blunder. And I think, you know, as much as we attack black politicians, we must be the first guys to say, guys, you're doing a good job. Well done. You know? So I think he was misled. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt this time.
And then what's happening with Julius Mkhwanazi? What's his story?
You know Julius Shem, that guy, he always gets waken up to go and assist people. Look at with the issue of the city manager. He was woken up to say, my brother, go and assist the seat. Every time he wakes up to go and assist people, now he's in trouble. You know, but then he must face the music. You know, if he was part of the mess, he must go and face the music. We can't speak for him and we can't support what he did there. You can't allegedly clean the scene, and then people must be happy about that and life must continue.
But can you just break down, because you're talking like we know, you know what happened with him. Can you just break down for our audience?
Look,
like what's his involvement in this? Like, you know, how is
so he? I think he was part of the EMPD, you know. He's actually one of the top cops in Ekurhuleni. And in relation to his arrest now, so the current city manager, Kagiso Lerutle, he was involved in an accident. Then what happened is that allegedly, Mkhwanazi was the one who came and cleaned up the scene for him, and allegedly he was paid 400,000 rand to make sure this thing goes away, and that Kagiso Lerutle does not go to court, and then they find someone to impersonate Kagiso Lerutle in court, you know, of which if it's proven true in court, both of them must face the music. You know, we can't allow that. You know, me and you, when you've got a speeding ticket, we appear in court, or if you are court arrested for drunk and driving, we go to court. You know, whether you are a minister or you're a municipal manager, we can't allow you to walk away with corruption and crime. You know, you must have your day in court, and if you clean, then come back to work.
Is it true? Because I saw a video. Remember that white guy was showing money to Julius?
Oh yeah, that's the owner of Medicare 24.
Oh, the one with Cat Matlala.
Yes,
He's the one who introduces cat.
So, you know, to be honest with you, I've not really followed up on the issue of cat. You know, I think my investigation in Ekurhuleni was only on the 2 billion of chemical toilets and the missing 2 billion that happened. I've not really followed up on the issue of cat matter.
And the blue lights.
Yeah, and the blue lights. But those things were true. There were blue lights in Ekurhuleni. We could see them. You know, you find guys who work at the municipality with blue lights. You ask yourself, how did they get those blue lights? They're not ministers, you know. But I think I'd be doing an injustice to the podcasters out there and comment on something I don't know.
So what you're saying about Julius is that he's not privy of what's happening. He gets told what to do.
Oh, Julius, that guy, Shem, is a nice guy. The problem is he's vulnerable. He just gets woken up. My brother, Saul has just gone into an accident, going to assist. Then he wakes up, he goes and assists Saul. Every time.
Yeah, why does he do that? What is he
benefit? Commission with that guy Mpho? Is it Mpho? The guy got Emmanuel Mpho who got murdered. Well, they ambushed his home, ransacked the place, looking for something, and then he gave the cops. He told the cops it was 500,000 rand in the house, and then they left with it. But eventually, he died. He was cold.
He was cold.
That's what we heard in the MacG. Hey, this is what we heard in the MacG Commission. I'm not making it up.
Yeah, he was cold. That guy just, I don't know, man. Maybe he's got bad luck, man. I don't know. He just gets woken up every time to say, go and assist. But then, you know, if you wake me up.
But who calls them? Because if you're a police boss, sorry, Ghost Lady, just hold that question. If you're a police boss, who calls you? Because you got all these guys under you. Is it guys over you?
It's guys above him.
Other police bosses in Ekurhuleni, in EMPD above him?
Yes.
Or is it
I think
political?
Even Julius Mapie was above Julius. You know? He was I think Julius
Yes, he did say in his testimony.
Yeah, so even in Ekurhuleni, I'm sure you got a call from guys above him. To say, go and assist our friend there.
Within EMPD or political actors?
Political actors.
Sure. Ghost Lady.
Okay, no, I'm just worried at the way you say Julius has bad luck. Like he was just called. Like it just happened, you were just standing, you were called, and then you were just an observer. Whereas he's implicated, and then there's a disappearance of a body or coming to clear a scene allegedly. So what was he doing in these cases? Because that now becomes the crime.
And that's why I said that he must face the music, you know. Even if you're woken up and you go, then you find the situation that this thing is going to compromise me. You say, no, I'm going back to bed. You leave, then you go back to bed. But he was an active member, allegedly, in what happened there. So he must face the music. You know, he must face the music for that, you know. You can't wake me up and say, I must go and assist you. When I get there, there's a dead body. I'm not going to assist you. I'm going back to bed, my brother. You'll fight your own battles.
Because you're a police officer.
Yeah, you're a police officer, yeah.
You
Or
said
arrest
you-
those people, arrest
You
them.
say you know the
Yeah,
process.
sorry. Yeah, then you must arrest them.
When you're doing your investigation, when does his name first come up? Julius Mkhonazi.
So Julius Mkhonaz's name pops up. It pops up when I start hearing that it's linked to Cat Matlala, and that's why I never even followed up on that on those issues of Cat Matlala, because I was solely focused on the 2 billion missing revenue and the 2 billion chemical toilets. You know, when it comes to a chemical toilet, it's not involved there. When it comes to the shortfall revenue, it's not involved there. But then I think I got surprised when I started realizing the corruption in EMPD from the Madlanga Commission as well. You know, so I'd be lying to say that I investigated Julius Mkhonazi or if I knew about these things before. All I knew was he was a nice guy. You would seem that, oh, that's a chief of police. You know, that's all we knew about the guy. So some of us are shocked when we see him on the Madlanga Commission of all those things that happened.
So Julius is a legit police officer who earned and ascended to his role on merit. It is not like somebody just fundu out of nowhere. He was like,
no, he's been part of the structures. If my memory serves me correctly, he's been part of the structures. But then I've heard allegedly that he received favors from high-profile individuals within Ekurhuleni to ascend to that position. I don't know if that's true. I've not investigated that. I don't want to be taken to court anymore. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know about that.
The next name I want to ask you is about Dr. Imogen Mashazi. What's going on there?
Look, I think, you know, with Imogen, and I think that the Imogen we saw at the commission, I don't think that's the Imogen people like us grew up in Ekurhuleni knew. That lady ran Ekurhuleni with an iron fist, my brother. Yeah, that lady, and I think we must be honest. Look at what's happening now. There are killings in Ekurhuleni. During at times there were no killings in Ekurhuleni. Where the I think she was the first one to get 3 consecutive clean audits in Ekurhuleni. You know.
so what was her role?
She was the city manager. She was in
a ruthless position.
She was in a ruthless position. Yeah, okay. She was basically the boss of Ekurhuleni, you know. And I think we need to have a conversation about females in positions of power, because you get into that power, you know, male comrades disrespect you, they want to sleep with you and stuff like that. You know, she gets disrespected. Then you have to run. Then you have to now become aggressive in how you approach things. I think she did that, you know. But if you take her record and take the current record of Ekurhuleni, she did a far better job than the current guys that are there now, you know.
But in the MacG Commission, they made it seem like she's an enabler, especially for guys like this. This is from the observations from the commission.
Yeah,
it made it seem like she was an enabler for all the happenings that occurred.
I think. There's certain things that I'm happy about MacG Commission. There's certain things I'm not happy about, because there's certain things that they touch on, certain things they don't want to touch on. You understand? I think that's my observation of that as well. But then if you look at it on paper, and that's why I said, Sol, if me and you were both from Ekurhuleni, if me and you both agreed that Ekurhuleni back then was the best city. And back then we're talking about Mashazi's.
When was the tenure?
The tenure, I think it was from. Sure, I think she's been in that position for 10 years. So I think from last year going 10 years back.
But then that would overlap with Masina's tenure, which you say was when things started going.
They started going wrong, but then I think when I say things started going wrong, is that now maybe there was 100 million getting lost, not 2 billion. There was 100 million getting lost, of which now, So now the mess it piles up every year. It becomes big. And then now it's at 2 billion. People are just doing as they wish, and people didn't do that under Mashazi's term. You understand? There were portals were being fixed. There were 3 consecutive clean audits. For the first time, Ekurhuleni is not going to get a clean audit. For the first time, I think in I don't know how many years, Ekurhuleni is not going to get a clean audit. And who's responsible for that? It's the current guys there. She's not there anymore, so we can't blame her for things that...
Is it true that she had rape allegations that she buried like 9 years ago?
I don't know about that.
The lady?
Yeah.
No, the rape allegations against my PA, the chief of police.
Let's
check.
Let's fact check. JJ is with us today.
No. I heard. I believe him. You know why? Because the MacG Commission, Julius is doing his thing. Now he gets embroiled in it because of Cat Matlala's the blue lights that they say he gave to her or he signed off to him, and then he obviously keeps on saying, "Yo, the orders and implicates the lady." Then Mapiyeye also testifies. Then when the lady comes, I remember the lady saying, Mapiyeye raped or slept with someone in the office.
And it's got a child.
Imogen
And
said that.
it's got a
And it's got a child.
Yes.
Imogen, I remember, this is from the MacG Commission. For some of us who watched it. Hey, man, I drive around a good lady, I don't want to get killed. But this is from the MacG Commission, So I remember the rape thing.
Even in Ekurhuleni, there's this rumor that Mapiyeye used to have his special women who are EMPDs, Ababisa Ingilos, my angels.
Yes, that was mentioned. That was mentioned as well.
So it's also in fact, apparently he has a child with someone who works in the EMPD, of which Mapiyeye used to date allegedly. And then he
more than one child.
Yeah, more than one child. Yeah, and then
women.
Mapiyeye promoted that lady in a short space of time. That lady was now a senior.
Yo, guys, my mind is exploding. JJ, you got the facts there, yeah?
Yeah, so Mashazi told the commission that allegations of rape, sexual harassment, of officers fathering children with women subordinates in EMPD were merely a hearsay, and that without formal complaint, her hands were tied. The allegations had first been raised directly to her in 2016 until her retirement in July 2025. So nobody actually, while she was still there, came
Opened
to
up a
her
case.
and opened the case formally.
Yeah. I think that's the story of South Africa. How many rapes happen and women are scared to report what happens, But
it's also messed up because now she brought this up because she's now in the same almost corner as Julius. And Mapiyeye, remember, he's more senior than Julius, but Julius was now, this is from the MacG Commission. Julius was now having, he was insubordinating him and making big calls and decisions. And I think at some point Mapiyeye either was suspended or something, but Julius was now reaching or overlapping his authority into his territory. And now then it comes up, these rape things come up, you know what I mean? So
crazy, man.
That's the sad part, that it seems like people are quiet about them till now when the camps are distinguished.
So what about Aiden McKenzie and Kersha Lee Stalls? What's happening there?
I don't know about that, my brother. I'd be lying.
Yeah.
I'd be lying if I said I knew anything about
those
that.
names, I heard those names at the
I'd be
MacG
lying if I
Commission.
said I knew everything.
What's the story with those names, JJ? Do you have them there?
I'm going to them quickly.
It's Aiden McKenzie and Kersha Lee Stalls.
Weren't they part of the Precious Stones? Or were they part of the email and Benta situation? But there was a situation where I heard those names, man.
So it's a story on murder suspects and precious stones and kidnapping. These two are the street level shock factor. They're the guys that took care of the business in the street.
For who?
If that makes sense. For the powers that be. I think we can mention the powers that be.
That's the problem. That's the problem, bro. Then what are we doing? Because that is all like the little guys. So what I like about what's happening now with the MacG Commission and the arrest, it's like we're getting closer to the big guys.
Yeah.
So if it's all the small guys are dispensable. There'll be another guy tomorrow doing the roles that they did. Who are the big guys?
Is Kagiso Lirutlo one of the big guys?
He
Or is he a
wants to
small
stay
guy?
alive.
Look, I think, Kagiso was part of the team that got Ekurhuleni clean audits in the past. That guy, I think
For real?
Yeah, he was a CFO. He was a CFO of Ekurhuleni. I think at some point,
Well done to that work back then.
at some point, he was the youngest CFO in South Africa. Yeah, he was from the AG's office. And I think Mashazi took him from the AG's office and said, "You're very good, come work in Ekurhuleni."
This is Science Blesser, eh?
Allegedly.
Oh, allegedly.
What
Allegedly.
office was he in?
But I know that he chose that guy, apparently. He's on fire, that guy.
Don't feel so much.
That guy.
Drop that.
Yeah, but look, I think he was part of the good guys in Ekurhuleni. That he had a lot of good stuff in
for
Ekurhuleni.
real.
So what happened? I think it needs someone to study it psychologically to say that you come as a young guy from varsity with no money. Now you get all the money, you can get all the girls, and then you think you're untouchable. I think it needs something. You need someone to study it to say, how do you now come from? I'm not saying it's the evil guy now, but I'm saying that now you can be that guy that has so much potential to be the guy now that's in court. It's
greed, man.
Yeah.
Greed.
Yeah.
That's one word, greed.
So with all this happening, what's your prediction? What do you think is coming next, man?
Oh, there's going to be more arrests in Ekurhuleni. There's going to be more arrests. I know that the PKT, the PKTT is already in Ekurhuleni. They're doing their investigations. A lot of people are going to be arrested there in that city. A lot of people, even politicians, are going to be arrested there. They're going to be arrested there. It's like they took me to court. So I posted something on Twitter to say that I've got a report that implicates a lot of politicians in Ekurhuleni. So there's something that's called granting aid. So granting aid was saying that, MacG, you've got your podcast. As a city of Ekurhuleni, we've got 5 billion, for example. We want to give this money to young SMEs in Ekurhuleni to do things of the arts, a podcast. So apply. Hey, comrades, shout that money. There's even money where the money goes directly into a councillor's bank account. I think I posted a screenshot on Twitter where money goes, I think it was 500,000 rand, goes directly into that guy's personal bank account as a councillor. You don't even hide. You don't say, Saul, can I use your bank account, my brother, for this transaction? He says, no, give it to my personal bank account. You know, that's great.
And some of us apply for these things, man.
You'll never get it. You'll never get it. Yeah.
Qualified.
So that thing of granted aid, when they knew that I had that report, they took me to court the following day to interdict me. I must not post that report because I want to post it on Twitter every week. I was going to release 3 names. And the following week, 3 names. And the following week, 3 names. You understand? They child that money.
And you still have the names now?
I still have the names.
But you can't release them.
I can't. I think the judgment is coming next month. When the judge says release, aye, my man.
Do they listen to like your phone and stuff, bro?
Apparently they do.
Whoa.
Yeah, they can even watch your laptop.
Yeah.
Whoa, for real?
Yeah. So you must stop watching porn, Sol.
Oh, no. Fine. That's guys, that's on lazy. I'm a family man.
Yeah.
My kids play with my phone and that's not a password, man.
They've tried hacking my phone many times. But I think,
bro.
So I think you must, look, I think we saw them as a Mazanga Commission, if you view once, they can retrieve your view once.
Yeah.
So I think you must just find a safe way to communicate. Even when I meet my sources, we just communicate. We say, I will just say GP. F4, I'm meeting you in Gauteng in 4 ways. You understand? Yeah. So you must have your own things how to communicate and yeah.
And your sources want nothing in return. They just want to do the right thing.
I think the nice thing about me is I've met guys who are whistleblowers. Who say I just want to come back to work. I don't have money anymore. I'm going to court. My name has been slashed out of mainstream media. My wife now thinks I'm a crook. My children now see me on TV.
Hey,
I just want to go back to work. Then I say, give me the information. Yeah, then I hit.
That's a trade-off.
Yeah. So that's a trade-off. Give me the information, I hit, and then make sure you go back to work.
Bro, but do you ever get a story where you're like, even me, I can't publish this one?
I've never.
These guys are too powerful.
No, I've never. I think the only story that shook me so much was the story that I was investigating of maybe it's like a IPHC church, where there was this guy called Sandlane, a fraud guy. That guy claims that he's the son of the late Tate Modise. That we say, no, let's go do a DNA test. He runs away. So that guy creates fraud. He creates a fake smart card of the late Tate Modise. He then changes the assets of the church to his name. Then the real family say that no, but this guy, we don't know him. It's not our family. Yeah, so that guy is one of the big priests then in the church, but we got him arrested. He's now appearing in court, and then he allegedly bribed the judge, and we got the judge arrested. Yeah, so I'm the first journalist to get a sitting judge arrested.
Whoa. What's the charge?
That's the part you press.
No, who's the charge? Who's the charge?
Judge Posha Patani.
Yo, Google Posha Patani. Wow, shout out. Well done, bro.
I also want to talk about some of the other stories that you uncovered. Dudu, please just check some of the other stories he's blew the whistle on, eh? But while you do that, with all this information that's coming out of Ekurhuleni, whatever, what's the solution? Like,
no, there must be a commission of inquiry into Ekurhuleni.
Just Ekurhuleni, yeah.
But you see,
let's clean up.
But you see, I think to do the same thing for Tshwane, Joburg, and Ekurhuleni. And I'll be honest with you, the most corrupt municipality is the city of Joburg. Nobody talks about that. But I think
it's coming.
It's coming. Madlanga's done, Ekurhuleni is done. They did Tshwane, it's unraveling Tshwane. The next is Joburg.
It's coming.
Things that happen in Joburg, Ekurhuleni is going to be seen like a little baby. Things that happen in Joburg.
What, bro? Give us something,
I'm still trying to enter. Once I enter, we're going to see. Yeah, but the corruption happens in Joburg, bro. It's times 10.
And you can see it just through the dilapidation of the place.
Yeah.
When you know that people used to go to Germiston Lake, have a good time. People there were these facilities that are no longer there. Bro, you grew up in Joburg CBD, bro. You know how golden it was versus now. So that means there's dirt. Because all that money, the money is being chowed.
Isn't General Mkwanazi coming to city of Joburg to clean up?
Apparently it's coming. I know the PKTT is national now. They're looking at a lot of things.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, they're looking at a lot of things. I think we must just give them the chance. They must just clean up. They must just clean up, arrest all this big boss, you know. So I think Jerome Collins is not scared, that guy, you know. So
Bro, when you say City of Joburg is worse, I'm trying to think.
it's worse, that place, MacG.
Bro.
City of Joburg.
Eh.
My brother, Ekurhuleni's corruption is small.
You talking about murders, dog.
Yeah.
Worse than murders, bro.
There, times 10 murders happen there. Nothing gets reported.
Can you
Yeah,
imagine?
the corruption that happens there. See, now I'm going to get a letter of demand from the City of Joburg. No.
No, we all know the corruption, bro.
Yes, but check.
Come on.
I'm going back to further information regarding the judge, Portia Pahlane. She was the judge of Pretoria High Court. She is currently undergoing a case that is currently being investigated for further information. The allegations is that she is being accused for stealing approximately 2 million rands in bribes. She also has a accused who stole about 50,000 rands around there. His name is Kagiso Pahlane. And
That's the
there's
son.
Yeah, same
and then
name.
there's the leader of the IPHC, Begimuzi Sandlane, who is also amongst the co-accused. And at the moment, they're still busy looking into further information regarding the cases.
Sure. Yeah.
So I think that's the only case I've ever been scared of. Take a judge to jail and then you arrest. So that guy's a cult leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get that guy. You must see when that guy goes to court, my man. It's like the EFF is there.
Who's this?
Yeah, Sandlane.
Big Moose.
Yeah, big moves, yeah.
Yeah.
You know? There's even a video where he marches into the airport during COVID with guns.
But it's the same thing with what we saw now in Guajafontein and the case, where as soon as the guys are released, there's ululation. It's a celebration. It's a party outside. And you're like, yo, these guys are accused for extortion and intimidation.
But I think if you, like us, when you grew up in Ekurhuleni, the guys that had money were the guys that were thugs. And you wanted to be like those guys.
I'm a fan of a card. Very So you know, David was like the capital township of card scamming. Literally.
Yeah, no, it is.
Literally.
Yeah.
Probably in the country.
Yeah.
Literally.
And we grew up idolizing that guy. Those guys. They drive nice cars. They got also nice women.
Yeah.
So you also want to do card when you grow up. Like,
Cut.
I want to take it off, Reb, man. What did you think about the taxi boss that just got released yesterday? What's his name?
Joe Spanioni.
Joe Ferrari.
Do we have bulletproofs here? Look, I think the case of extortion, apparently the prosecutor did mention that he's not going to be available.
The case in Mbombela.
So how the magistrate allowed that, I don't know what happened there. But apparently the NPA said they want to re-enroll it. But which they must, you know, the guys must face their time in court.
Wait, guys, I don't understand. So how did they dismiss it? Like, on what grounds?
My brother, whatever happened there.
The prosecutor
What happened was this. The prosecutor, Friday, is told, be here at 9 o'clock. We're going to resume on Monday. Prosecutor says, I've got another bail hearing or some hearing, but I need to appear in a different court in Mbombela. So remember, the NPA has different districts, province or areas. And the same prosecutors may work maybe 2-3 cases at once. Sometimes it's like you slept the Pakistani spaza shop guy, it's a small case, whatever. So he said, I'm in Mbombela, and it's a 2-hour drive to Kwaga, you see. And he said, I can't make it on Monday. That's what he said, right? And then the magistrate insists, no, Monday we are here. And then Monday comes, he's not there, you see. And then the magistrate, instead of postponing, that becomes the weird part. Yes. Instead of postponing the hearing, the magistrate then says, I'm throwing it out of court. You see. I'm throwing it off the role of the court. The magistrate did have other avenues that they could have taken. Why they went straight to that one, which is very rare, and then you're saying the prosecutor is in contempt of court. What if the prosecutor got an accident? What if the prosecutor went to go fuel? Welcome to South Africa. He got robbed. He got mugged. And you can't find his phone. You know what I mean? So many things could have happened. So for me to go straight to that's also weird.
That was very weird.
And I feel like they got to look at that prosecutor very, 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 very carefully with magnifying glasses.
You think there was some intimidation at play? Because you know these guys are
Well,
dangerous.
guess what? What might happen when you are sitting over a trial of extortion and intimidation?
Drop that.
Take a wild guess. What might happen if you're presiding over a case of extortion and intimidation? Take a wild guess. What might happen to you? So, but the same question applies to the prosecutor as well. You know what I mean? Because now the prosecutor, the guy who's presiding over that area within the NPA, met up with him and he said he doesn't feel safe.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, this is one of the most feared
Guys.
men. These are feared people. These are feared men as much as they're businessmen. And shout out to the guys and their businesses, you know?
Yeah.
But they are feared nonetheless.
So now you're explaining what's going to happen.
feared.
What's going to
So
happen
apparently
next?
the NPA said they might re-enroll the case. So
They will.
Yeah, they will. So I think today, tomorrow or Friday, they might re-enroll it. But I don't think they'll get arrested again. I think what they'll do, they'll re-enroll the case. They'll just have to appear in court as and when the court says you must appear.
Bail, so they're going to be on bail.
They're going to be on bail, essentially. Yeah.
Yes, fact checker.
I was actually going to add on to that. So the reason for the magistrate to throw out the case, it's under section 342A of the Criminal Procedure Act, which states that a magistrate is legally empowered to remove any delays in criminal proceedings. So the magistrate has seen that by him being absent, it was going to be a delay for other cases to be heard within the magistrate. So they basically moved it from the way, but not necessarily acquitting the case, meaning it can be brought back. And the prosecutor's name is Ekurhuleni Daba. And he is currently undergoing a hearing with the NPA in regards to
Umkhuseli, and he's the one who keeps us safe.
Drop that.
Umkhuseli must keep us safe. But you see, my thing is, hold on. Now, I'm curious. So, that the magistrate definitely exercised their rights within the Criminal Justice Act or Procedure Act. However, now when this thing is re-enrolled, I think the magistrate went to that solution because when this shit is re-enrolled, it might not be him presiding over it. So he's passing the buck for someone else to preside over it, if you think about it. Because he's like, yo, I'm not trying to get this smoke. And I don't think the average Joe wants to smoke a Ferrari. You don't want the exhaust pipe of Ferrari, man. No one wants the average Joe doesn't want to smoke a Ferrari. So I think because there's many other remedies, as much as that is catered for in the Act, the Criminal Procedure Act, I don't think. I think they went to that because they knew that they'd be removing themselves. But that's just kicking the can down. Eventually, because now all eyes on the NPA. They don't re-enroll. It's like, they down out, don't want the smoke. As much as, they're going through a lot, man. The NPA has been like under-resourced, and it all feels like it's by design. It's been under-resourced, underfunded. The best talent coming out of law schools that have practiced don't do work for the NPA. They all go private. NPA, you've got, Julius Mkhonazi was laughing in court the other day because the prosecutor was bungling the thing right in front of everyone. I don't know if he got a brown envelope or he's just incompetent. And that's the level of talent left in most of the NPA, sadly.
I think also we need to understand what it means because the taxi industry can literally hold government hostage. They transport millions of people every single day.
And that's the king.
Now you arrest the king waits and lets you run your processes. But if the king feels like, bang, dinala, he presses the red button and nobody goes to work next week. All week. One day of South Africans not going to work, the economy stops. And that's the power they hold.
Gee.
Yeah, true. Yeah, they've got the economy by the balls.
So that means that the president is the head of the taxis then. That means we don't have political leadership. That means the power of this country lies with those who have taxis.
Those are the
Those are the real.
That's the real executive.
Oh, it's not Stellenbosch anymore. Every week it changes.
Yeah, good.
No, Stellenbosch, but remember Rupert did say.
Remember Rupert, I was about to say.
Rupert did say that if you mess with me, I've got taxis under my wing.
Remember Rupert during the interview with Kevin Mkari, the Power CEO interviews. He literally said, well, I can make a call now to the taxi industry. Now.
No.
And if you want to come at me that way, I'm there.
Yes.
Because he's the final boss. Rupert is the final boss.
Do you have any other stories that he's unearthed?
Yeah, I want him to speak about Collen Malatji, the ANC Youth League president.
Yeah.
And I saw that you had released an apology to him.
Yeah.
And then you did an interview.
I withdrew that apology.
Yeah, you withdrew it after you did an interview in Metro. And you said, after that, someone offered me legal services, so I'm withdrawing it.
Oh, I saw your tweet. That's you.
Yeah,
I saw your tweet.
What happened?
So,
I saw your tweet.
So, look, what's happened is that I posted something to say that if you want to understand the mess in Ekurhuleni, you must look at someone like Collen Malatji, who might allegedly be involved in the mess in Ekurhuleni. Whether it's politically or administratively, is part of the mess that happens in Ekurhuleni. Then I said that guy must undergo a lifestyle audit. Then I said in that tweet, I'm going to release my evidence on Friday. The following day I wake up, the guy's taking me to court. Yeah. So look, if you're taking me to court, what are you hiding? I know I'm going to court this week or next week Monday. We're in court with that guy. So then someone close to me says, Modibe, you've got 3 legal cases, my brother. You know, where are we going to get the money out to pay for this lawyer to go and represent you against court? And I said, no, let me apologize to the guy. I apologized to the guy. I thought, no, everything will cool. I'm a grand. After that, I go to an interview in Metro FM. Some guy, I get a call from a legal firm to say, guys, we love your story. Can we represent you free of charge for all your cases? As soon as I left Metro FM, I said, my brother, no, apology withdraw. Let's go to court.
What's the legal firm?
Look, I can't name it now. It was going to be a surprise when we go to court.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise,
we can't even give them the...
Otherwise, we're going to go to that guy and give him money. Give him something. Yeah. So I'm saying that so I can give you the names. I can give you the guy's name. Sihle Shamas.
Yeah.
No, Sihle Shamas.
Shout out to Sihle Shamas.
Yeah, he's the guy.
So are you like the Musa Kaule but for politics?
Yeah, someone said that
Pretty
before.
much, actually.
Yeah, no apology.
Bro, tell you.
Yeah, but I think look, journalism is changing, my man. You know, you don't have to write a long story like this for people to understand. You know, you give them the screenshot. Like there was something I was investigating in Matlosane, where the CFO of Matlosane, I got that lady arrested again because she was paying fake payments. So that lady posted on her WhatsApp, yeah, I give him Balula money every month. A CFO of a municipality says I give him Balula money every month. She's on her WhatsApp, she screenshots it. Then the press people ask Balula, this person says they give you money from Balula says, my brother, don't come to me with that nonsense. I don't know that lady. I asked that lady, do you give Balula money every month? She says, yeah, Balula takes 20%. I take 5%. I'm like, hey, I've got that screenshot. Where's my phone? I can even show you. So you see, that's the case you're dealing with. People who deal with our money. I'm not even scared anymore, but they can just post as they wish and they expect us to keep quiet about it.
Who's this lady? What is she?
Mercy Petla. She's the CFO of Matlosane Municipality. She got arrested. I got her arrested. So how many people ever got arrested?
That's crazy, bro. No one needs body.
Yeah. Oh, wow, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, I see a lot of like, and you're right. The planes and the face of journalism is changing, especially with independent journalists and YouTube podcasting. Like you, for example, you know, you're not like you don't have a degree or diploma, but you're doing your work and there's real life consequences thanks to your work. But with all the great work you've done and the brave work you've done, how is the landscape looking like? Because it sounds like you're a loner. Because I know there's both Jeff Wicks.
And they're doing a good job, Jeff.
News 24 has got a great thing because they expose now the corruption happening. There's in the Western Cape, there was this company that got a tender to print textbooks.
Yeah, we spoke about it.
Yeah, you know that?
The DA is involved.
Yeah, you know that. was the work of investigative journalists from News 24.
Oh, wow, okay.
Without that, guys like you wouldn't know that as a country.
Yeah.
So it's like you guys are now playing the role of accountability in the public sector. So with all the great work you've done, how's the response been from your colleagues? Are you a loner? Are they cliques? Abo Karen Mon, Abo Spanbani, Jeff Wicks, or is it how does it look like?
Look, I think for many years I've disagreed with News 24, especially of how they report about black businesses and how they report about white businesses. You know, I used to go at them head on all the time. You know, and for example, look at now how they're reporting about Paul Mashatile. I'm not saying the guy is clean, my man.
They've been at it for a while.
And I'm not
they've set an agenda
on that guy
for a while.
And I'm not saying Paul is clean, but then why must we now focus on Paul's business guys, bro?
But they're not the same energy for Palapala.
Palapala, they don't have the same energy for Helensville, who also has business guys. They don't have the same energy for Steenes, and also has business guys. You understand? And Paul has known those business guys for more than 30 years. No, they're like a guy called, I read about him, Reggie Kukama, who apparently is close to DP too. That guy's a legitimate business guy, bruh. Legitimate. You know, and I understand if you read a story about Paul Mashatile, say Paul Mashatile is linked to Saul, who Saul registered a company last week, and now he's with a multi-million rand tender. That, my brother, that's corruption. But you say now...
My soul, right? That was Saul, I'm not a podcaster, man. I'm not in there. Don't come here. I don't have a name, you know.
So look, Paul, yes, Paul Mashatile is linked to business guys, bro.
Yeah.
Like, but he's linked to legitimate business guys who are black and are not linked to Stellenbosch. Donald Trump is linked to Elon Musk, bro. Mandela was linked to Dostine.
Man, Mandela lived in the house of the Manuals here in Houghton, Bryanston, when he came out. Come on, bro.
Paul Mashatile, because now he's not linked to white guys in Stellenbosch. And I'm not saying the guy is clean, but now that's where me and News 24 fought, you know. But then when it comes to investigations, what they're doing now, guys like Matsela Koko, I mean, not Matsela Koko, Kaya Koko, you know, he's also from Ekurhuleni. He works at News 24, investigative journalist. Guys like Jeff Wicks, they're doing a great job, you know. And I even sent Adrian Passon from News 24 a message. I said, me and you disagree on a lot of issues, but the team that you have now, investigative journalism, bro, keep up the good work, you know. But at the same time, we must go at each other because we're fair, we're colleagues, you know. If you're doing something wrong, I must be saying, MacG, what you're doing is wrong, my brother.
Accountability.
But when you're doing something good, I must be the first one to say, MacG, I hear you're doing a good job.
Ghost lady, any question you got? Because you know we're part of city of Ekurhuleni, me and you.
Oh, no, we're still of Twane.
Oh,
no.
you're Twane.
Hey,
oh.
Hey.
Nigga, that's even know where he lives. This guy. Man, he's in his own land. He's in his own world. He's in his own world. Man has cancelled the government long time ago. He cancelled them. He doesn't care. All they're doing is stealing. He doesn't care. City of Cape Town. If Mac gets an invoice, City of Cape Town for rates and taxes, he'll just pay it. They're stealing anyway. I don't care. You know, Max he doesn't really care. He's like, yeah, man. When he's like, yo,
Get a WhatsApp bill, Mac.
unbothered.
Where does your WhatsApp bill go?
No, soldier, I just pay that thing and move on.
Yeah, because you know he's going to somebody's bill at Mpho or at fucking News Cafe.
Drop it.
Where all the journalists linked.
Yes, that's keys.
Okay, I've got a question, but before that, I just want to remember when you spoke about City of Joburg, the corruption.
Yeah.
Actually, the episode that came out with Frank with MacG.
Yeah.
Yes.
Frank with MacG,
He was interviewing Dr. Kumo, who was exposing the corruption there, including your Chinese mafia. There's things like that.
Oh, yeah.
There is obviously the hijacking of properties. So, yeah, it is a crazy thing going on there. What question is the Alex Mafia a real thing?
Is it Alex Mafia?
Look,
I've heard it.
I think we've heard of it many times, but we've never seen any evidence about it. We've heard about it, but we've never seen any evidence about it.
What do they do then?
So what have we heard about?
But you see, but if you're saying it's an Alex Mafia, you know, it also has racial connotations, you know, because you are saying that, let's say Paul Mashatile was part of that Alex Mafia, and you was like I remember Paul was the premier at some point, or he was one of the head guys in Gauteng.
Yes, he was the premier.
He was the premier.
Yeah.
So then, if Paul now deliberately made sure that guys in Alex are uplifted, is that a mafia? You're saying that they swear something you're going to benefit. I understand. And you've got a responsibility. The government is with a responsibility.
They're doing the work also.
Yeah. And look, I mean, look at guys like Rich Kukama. Those guys are doing good stuff, my brothers. They're doing good
Because the
stuff.
thing is, how come we haven't heard of like the Bryanston Mafia, the Sandton Mafia, the Midrand Mafia? Because there's all these government tenders going on in all these areas, and sometimes the beneficiaries of those tenders are concentrated in those
Bedford View
areas.
Mafia. You know, all the mafias are in Bedford View, my brother. They're not in Alex. You understand? The guy is the little guy who just sells the weed. Where does the weed come from? It comes from the big guy up top. The cocaine comes from the guys there at the top. Then they give it to this guy at the bottom to sell. Then that guy's the mafia. The mafia is the one who controls the shipment, who controls everything.
But
That's
truth
the
be
mafia.
told,
You know, but the guy at the top is a white guy. Yeah.
but truth be told, if you look at Alex, nah, and how it is, it's almost similar to Mambisa, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's townships like Forest-Law where you'll get pockets of like really bad environment. And then you'll find Alex and Tembisa where it's like majority of it is bad.
Yeah.
And government knows this. And there's been money pumped in to improve these areas. Yet they haven't been improving. Which then can tell you that there probably is a mafia chowing the money. Because it's always like, okay, let's fix the sewage system in Alex. Let's fix the roads. Let's fix the housing. Because I'm living on top of one another. It's inhumane. Yet nothing changes. Which can be the premise of thinking there is someone then chowing the money that's meant to develop the people of Alex and Tembisa. So it's not far removed. My thing is also, let's look at all the other mafias as well.
Yeah, I know you've got a point.
Obviously, the Alex Mafia was spoken about called Motsepe is from there. And there's been an agenda. Like, News 24 have been going in hard. You know, I just congratulated. Yeah.
He's not from Mpumalanga.
No.
Didi was from
DP Didi was from Mpumalanga. You know what I mean? But Paul is from Alex, you know? So for me, it's like there is somebody out there chowing the Alex money that's as much as the Ekurhuleni money that's meant to develop a force law, Kaslaka, David Tony. You've got family, Mac, in Alex. Nothing has changed. You go to Alex every
Even
2
the
weeks.
Montwanas are not the same anymore.
Yeah, but they even stole the money for the spices. The coal. The Chinese now involved with the coal. They're making other coal that we think is coal. So, but on the real,
look, I get your
someone
point.
is definitely
Same
stealing the
shout,
money that's meant to be benefiting the
Did he
people.
answer your question?
No, he did. He did.
happy?
Yeah.
So
What was the other
there is a
question?
mafia all-
Yeah.
No,
everywhere,
that's different
everywhere.
about the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to be
You
frank.
didn't have another question?
No. Those were my two statements.
Okay. Penduka?
Yeah, man, I've asked most of the questions, man. Majority, like that I had, you know.
Yes.
Oh, another thing. I just wanted to know, how do you get paid? Like, who you working
Good
for?
question.
Yeah,
actually.
look, I think I'm independent. Like, you know, there's investigative journalists. There's a company called Amabungani, white-owned company. They live on donations, my man. They live on, you do a good job.
I see them, yeah.
Yeah, so I think...
Mainly Collen did it.
Yeah, but look, I think I come from a good family, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, my man.
So-
That's about you press pay.
Wait. Oh, I forgot to mention, and this is where my question is going to you.
Yes.
So, Mac, remember the story that I spoke about, and I just remembered about News 24, them exposing the textbook publisher that is bogus?
Yes.
So, News 24 is owned by Naspers, right? And one of the owners of News 24 was bidding for that textbook contract and lost the contract. So my question is, does your good family do business with Ekurhuleni government?
No. My uncles and my family are medical doctors.
That's a great question. Right?
That's a good question.
Because
Good point.
you have to expose
True.
the conflict of interest.
Yeah.
Because as much as you may be doing the good work, you may be
what's the
doing
under-
it
is what was
because your uncle was like, Mpho, they just killed my chemical toilets tender.
Yeah. No, true.
I've got savings. I've got money here. I'll give you protection. I'll give you the lawyers
right.
bangan.
Yeah.
So does your family does business with the
No.
with the government? Never did.
Never did. I think my family's in they've got medical, they've got surgeries, you know. Sick note, man.
Yeah.
So they've never done business. They don't in tenders. And then if they do work in government, they probably work in national government there. No, not municipalities or anything.
Yeah.
But look, I do have a platform, the Inside Factor. I do have a guy that was trying to invest in us. You know, every month will keep us afloat. You know, stuff like that, so that we can also be as big as you guys. You know, so I must thank guys like that, my brother. I must thank guys like that. But, you know, I've always said to people that the money will come. You know, do the expose, make the job, make your money. I mean, make your name. Then the money will come, my brother. The money will come later on.
What if it never comes? Are you gonna quit during the job?
I'm quitting, my brother. No money. I'm leaving this shit.
So is that what you're doing this for, bro?
No, but I'm doing it because I think it's a passion. You know, you expose people. You know, it's my passion, and I love causing drama. You know, but at the end of the day, my man, you've got a family to feed. You know, you've got a family to feed. You must keep the lights on. No, I'm not gonna do this until I'm 50, my man. If I don't get that breakthrough the next 2 years, then I must look at other avenues.
Bro, and Sol is so right, you know, because you guys come on this platform, you're so passionate and exposing this, and it's like we rally behind you. And then when the show's done, someone calls you like, hey, that guy's paid by Nespas.
Generally. There's always like an ulterior motive, and you know, people like everybody is looking to get a bag somehow, somewhere.
But that's not the case with you.
No, my brother. You know why I've got such a big mouth, my brother? It's because there's no politician who could ever claim they've given me money. That's why I've got such a big mouth. And there's no journalist who's never been offered money. All journalists we've been offered money many times.
Yeah, we saw the guy from, was it Daily Maverick? Where was he from?
Daily Maverick.
With the recording.
So I think that's why I've got a big mouth. Because these guys, I caused so much havoc, they would have caught me out a long time ago. They would have long trapped me. They would have long exposed who I took money from. I've never. And that's why I've got such a big mouth.
But is your house clean? Like, are you not looking at like weird porn, some shit? No. They've got nothing on you.
No.
Or you have a baby and kids are not supporting.
Okay, what's weird? Unless it's like illegal stuff, then you get arrested. But like, weird porn is this thing then?
No, but I'm saying like, is his house clean?
Yeah. There's nothing that will come for you for.
Remember, they would have long.
Like, you've got a dungeon full of.
And let me tell you, I think the first.
Dirty illegal things.
I think
That's what I'm trying to.
I think let me say this.
because we don't know the porn.
You know, I think let me say this. I think the first week where we released our podcast, we were interviewing Judge Klope, I think, in Cape Town. The first week, I think we're getting. I think mainstream media were hitting us to say these are RT guys, they are Zuma's people, they are Russian spies. You understand? To a point where people thought I was a Russian spy. Because I used to go to Russia, I frequent Russia once in a while. They thought I was a Russian spy.
And you have 2 Russians in your quotas.
I think that's why I even changed my name onto it to Modibe Modiba. You know, because I ended up embracing it. So I'm a spy. Okay, sharp. You understand? So I think they would have long caught us up, you know, and to a point where I think me and my colleague Tao Makwakwa, where they report where it shows that the ANC, some of the ANC comrades are directly involved and linked to the CIA.
Oh.
You can Google it. Say Thabo Makwakwa versus state security agents.
But why do you deny that you met Putin?
I've never met Putin. I've met the ambassador of Russia. I've never met Putin. I've been in the same space with Putin.
For real?
Yeah.
Vladimir?
Yeah, Vladimir.
Damn.
Wait, what was this?
In the Africa-Russia summit in St. Petersburg, I think 2 years ago.
Damn, you've been to the Kremlin.
Yeah.
How's it like there, bro?
It's nice. I think Russia's not what you see on American movies, my man.
Yeah.
Very clean. They love, you know.
And how's his aura, bro? Because he looks like
that guy, bro, I don't know, bro. He's got that thing with him. He's just, I think he's that kind of a leader, but
He's short.
Yeah, but I think he's that kind of a leader where you just respect him just by looking at him, bro. He's got that aura. Whatever you see, you take. You know, it's the man of his word.
You know who is very involved? It's almost like not a diplomat, but I don't know what it does. Remember a YFM, My Y Academy?
Yes.
Do you know Maada?
Maada, yes.
Yeah, he lives in Russia, speaks Russian. He's like a Russian. Some people call him an African Russian spy.
Yeah, Maada.
Heavy in the Russian stuff. Heavy.
Bro, last time I saw him, he was doing coke. Now he's in.
Oh, damn. I know Russia was snow, but what the fuck, bro? Like, shit. What the fuck? I didn't expect that. Yo. Man, it's dangerous thing to shoot. It's dangerous. Hell. It's reward, man. It's dangerous thing. I understand why I let left. It's dangerous thing to show at this time. You just be so fond of someone. And this doesn't do cold, man. And now he's living in the snow in Russia. Oh, my word.
Russia, say on record that you've never met Putin.
No, I've been in the same room with Putin. Where
and you're not an agent.
No, I'm not an agent. And that's why I said, Google that case where I said the South African State Agency, that is the head of the spy South Africa, took my guy, my close business partner, to court because we had a report which shows that some of the ANC comrades report to the American embassy and close to CIA.
Let's ask ChatGPT.
Yeah.
It's Modibe Modiba, Russia.
Say,
Yeah.
No, ChatGPT will say there's no verifiable information on the internet that is a Russian spy.
Yeah.
But then again, there's no spy that there's a verifiable information on the internet that they're a spy. And you know, there's something funny happening in South Africa. And bro, you are an investigative journalist. We took Israel to the ICJ. We're very involved. Our geography in global economy is very strategic, very important in global shipping. And I really feel like there are a lot of global actors in South Africa right now. There's something happening in Cape Town. The US Marine came there. Israel is very involved. They were meeting Dalinjebo, the king there, you know what I mean? And then you hear rumors of the marches happening, the funders, there's a whole lot of happening to destabilize South Africa. And I can believe that. And when the Hunter virus thing happened, and I thought that was maybe biological warfare now.
Yes.
But that's not outside the realm of possibility.
Yes.
So the fact that you ask, is he a spy, could also be another factor, because if you're going to disrupt the country in many fronts, not just one front, in the journalistic front, in many fronts. So we are in those times where we've made ourselves a target as well. Outside of the fact that Elon Musk is saying there's a genocide, but he wants to do business here. So you got to ask yourself, what's up in South Africa? That Elon Musk is like, this country is horrible, but he wants to do business here. But and he's a billionaire, mind you. It's not like this is a deal that's going to make him money.
South Africa's with everything, bro. All those guys want something here.
I'm glad you asked the question, because there's a lot of things happening in South Africa, and a lot of them are very covert that we don't see, but they are happening. Someone said, hey, who said, it was Prime Mokhosi. He said, a General Mkhonazi could be a CIA spy.
Oh, yes.
All right, and we laugh, but as much as he's doing the great work, but to me, it's like, yo, bro, we're in such a weird time right now, and it's like the cold rush all over again. Remember when the cold was discovered in South Africa and everybody from around the world wanted to find their way to South Africa? It's almost like that's what's happening now, but in a different world.
I've got a video that actually explains that. It breaks it down so brilliantly. I'll play it for you on the Monday show because it's quite long. It's like 5 minutes.
Please.
But since we have a guest, I'll play it for you on the Monday show.
Okay, please.
So how do you get invited there, bro, without any qualification to the Russia thing? Like,
look, I think I'm gonna...
Yeah, because he's a self.
Look, my brother. Look, when your work speaks for you, my man. When your work speaks for you, then I got invited by the Russian embassy. So we've been seeing your work. Do you wanna come and see things for yourself? You know, I was like, yo, who's going to pay? And I know it's fully funded. I'm my brother. I'm there.
For real?
Yeah, that's why I'm there. You know,
crazy.
And then from there, that's how we like even today.
Are you Soto?
I'm paying. I'm paying. I'm solo.
I thought maybe you're Soto Murashi.
But I think you know why the Russians started inviting many of us. It's because if you look at South African mainstream media, many of them are funded by the US, are funded by the US Secretary of State. You understand? So maybe they're trying to get their own side. You understand? Their own propaganda side. You understand? But then, at least, brother, it doesn't mean that you must say Russia, everything is good, you know? Just speak the facts. I know Russia, you're doing a good job, but
how are the women in Russia there?
They cold, my man. It's cold.
I've never been to Russia.
You never been?
Fuck, I've never been, bro.
Oh, shit.
No, we'll go to Dudu. You had your... JJ. Yes?
Yeah. I wanted to ask, man, what do you think is going to happen in KZN in the next 3 months? Is MK taking KZN? And then also the future of Cyril Ramaphosa in the next 12 months, Nazareth 2027. I'm simply asking this because there is that, inverted commas, relationship between Nkandla and Russia. And you seem to be the central guy documenting it.
Yeah.
And you deny the relationship. But if you ask anyone who is between Nkandla and Moscow.
It's me.
Is
For real?
No. Let me tell you what's happening.
But that's what's on the screen.
On the screen. Look, I'm very
You
close.
are the connect between Nkandla and Moscow.
Let me do this. I'm very close to Duduzile Zuma. Yeah, I had a crush on him, my brother. Hey.
Yeah.
So then whatever, very close. Even before MK was started, man. I think me and him were close, you know. Before MK was started, me and Duduzile have been friends ever since, you know. That's why if you look at my reporting, I don't talk about MK because they're gonna say, I talk about this because Duduzile is your friend, you know. I've just shied away from that and I've just focused on my own investigative stuff, you know. But look, I think it would be unfair to say that I'm the link between Nkandla and Russia because Zuma and Putin have been friends for many years, my man. So I think it would be disrespect to Zuma to say now Zuma needs me to go and speak for him in Russia.
No. I mean, these guys got training.
They've got training, you understand?
Like,
so
MK,
it's just a coincidence that I'm close to Duduzile, you know, who happens to be Baba's son, Baba's daughter. And then I happen to also go to Russia. But I'm not the only journalist that goes to Russia. There are many South African journalists that go to Russia.
Bro, journalists, South African journalists, what are you guys doing?
There's even one from Carte Blanche. She also went to Russia, a white lady. We were with her in the same flight.
What are you guys doing?
No,
What are you
just-
doing in Russia, man?
This guy's good, man. This is what a spy would say.
Yeah.
No, listen. No. Hold on. Let me rephrase the question. These guys, good. 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 Yeah.
No, but man, look, as I said to you, bro, I'm close to Duduzile Zuma. We're very close, my man. Very, very close with her.
What is your relationship with her, bro? Man, I thought you were a self-taught investigative journalist from Davidson, and you're close to Duduzane.
No, Duduzile.
Duduzile?
Yeah, Duduzile.
How does that come about?
So,
Where
look,
do you know
already when I was established as a journalist, I'd approached it, say, can I just interview you about what's happening in Nkandla, stuff like that, you know? Then from there we just hit it off, became friends. We didn't even talk about politics when I first met her. Even now.
How did you reach out to her? Like, was it
on Twitter? I sent her someone sent her a DM who she follows. Yeah, then she came back, said, no, I can meet the guy. We met in Hyde Park, if I remember, at Glenda's. I think it was 4 years ago, we met at Glenda's. You know, we didn't even talk politics there. You know, I think that's my rule with her. We don't talk politics with each other. I've got my views, she's got her views. We disagree sometimes. But then we've made it rule that we don't talk politics. We just talk, you know, hey, bro, I love this guy. Right? I was going to question this girl. You know, that's the only thing that we talk about. Yeah.
Floyd accused of drugs and Kamulungela and them. Have you seen anything like that?
No, she's not. I think Floyd was lying there.
Because I saw Kamulungela lost his gig now. Of the year last night. Of the MK.
Hey, Baba shuffles you at night when you're sleeping. You wake up, you don't have a job.
But you didn't answer this question.
Okay.
What do you think is going to happen in KZN in the next 3 months?
MK is going to take KZN. I think MK is already taking KZN, if we're honest. I think they're the majority party there. And they must be given MK to govern it, you know? But I think they were robbed somewhere or another in the past elections. You know, I think if they go to eThekwini, they're gonna take eThekwini landslide.
So you're saying IEC is corrupt or bad? Because if you're saying they're robbed, IEC preside over the election.
Let's say this. If I was watching an interview, Julius Malema says the same thing. Julius Malema says, "I go to a voting station, I voted." You know, then when Floyd Shivambu goes to the command center to check the results, he says, "No, type in this school." They swap the EFF votes with ANC votes. That's coming from Julius Malema himself, who said that. Yeah. You understand? So these things do happen. You even saw in 2016 local government elections where there were ballot papers found in Alex of other parties. You understand? So these things do happen, you know.
Bro, we can tap to pay for stuff, man. Why can't you just vote online?
Online, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because I mean, when I tap to pay, it can't happen with my card anywhere else in the world. Meaning my card, my one bank card, has got a unique, out of all the billions of people in the world, my card doesn't share a number, doesn't share an expiry number, doesn't share a CVV number.
It's unique, yeah.
It's unique. So if I buy something from there's a billion companies in the world. I buy one thing from a company in Armenia that's operating online. God knows what I'm buying.
I think then, I think you raise a very good.
But so I can make the thing go through, and my money gone. Why can't we vote online? Because that's like a fingerprint, literally.
So with voting is very sensitive because now there's different players that are involved. You understand? America wants this party to win. Russia wants this party to win.
Yeah, then they lose control.
So now
there's a way that they can do it freely.
So now if you don't want,
there is a way.
So if you want South Africans to start voting online, you know, first of all, you also make sure that everyone's got access to the internet and a smartphone and stuff.
No, those who don't have can always walk.
But the second thing is that how safe is South Africa's, our cybersecurity? They hacked the Reserve Bank, my brother.
They hacked Ekurhuleni.
No. Those are just tender clients who are in charge of. Bro, they're not hacking MasterCard. They're not hacking Visa. And you'll find a South African working in those offices. We've got brilliant talent who can make sure that structures are impenetrable. Let's be honest.
So I think then let's bring all those guys together. And then let them create an app for an IEC.
No, they don't want to. They'll lose control.
They lose control.
Because then we'll see who's really in charge.
And you think the CIA is going to allow you to vote for someone they don't want? Nah, never. They're going to hack your phone.
Not going to happen. Dudu, any last question from your side?
There, man.
Okay, so I wanted to ask about Ekurhuleni.
Okay.
Again, the mayor, the current mayor of Ekurhuleni, is said to be still in close ties with a former record label owner that was based in Ekurhuleni, and apparently that record label owner has
TK.
a say. Yes, I didn't want to say his name, but yes, has a say in things that happen in the city.
And who wins the metros?
No, I don't think TK is in charge of Ekurhuleni anymore. So let me give you the real gossip of Ekurhuleni. Now Musa Kaula now.
Yeah.
Ekurhuleni, TK Mzwandile used to run Ekurhuleni. Those were the guys who go to Ekurhuleni. The current mayor guy, Karaza, that guy was an outcast, but they didn't like that guy. That guy, you understand? There was a point where that guy would cry because TK would defeat him in council. You know, that guy would cry at the conference. They used to call him DK Lady. By the way.
I didn't know that.
Understand? Because he used to cry. So that guy eventually got the power. Zwandile and TK are out. That guy is in charge now, Karaza. You understand? He runs Ekurhuleni now with an iron fist, that guy. You understand? Because I think he grew up so much wanting to become the mayor. And now those guys should treat them.
So they're foes. They're not.
They're not close. So
But there's guys like there's a name, man. I will forget this name. But there's people who are there during Masina's time who are still there now. So didn't he just do like a clean up of the field?
I think if Masina's a political leader, so it means that the people who are under him are councillors of the city, you know? And he doesn't decide who becomes councillors, you know?
Oh, he can't, MECs, he can't.
No, but then the councillors of the ANC, some of the councillors of the ANC were still the councillors during Mzwandile's time.
Yeah,
you understand? It's just a continuation. The person who changes is the mayor. You understand?
So when you say TK used to run, what do you mean? Like if you needed a tender, you go to him?
My brother.
No, I'm asking.
Allegedly. Yeah. But when I say they ran, but they used to, they were in charge, you know? And at that time, you and Mzwandile were very close. They were best friends.
So I need a tender, go to those
Mzwandile, Masina, and TK were best friends. Yeah, and
so connect the dots.
Yeah, then connect the dots. Yeah, but I'm not saying TK is corrupt. I'm just saying that my brother, those guys were the guys who go to Ekurhuleni. You know, like it happens everywhere. If you want something in Mpumalanga, you know you have to go and negotiate with Didi Mabuza. Yeah, that's a fact. If you wanted something to
go to the farm.
You have to go to the farm.
The infamous words were the farm. Go to the farm. You gotta go to the farm.
And if you wanted
kiss the ring.
If you wanted something to happen in Ekurhuleni, you had to go to guys like TK. You understand? Because those guys were the elders, in the city at that time.
Crazy business,
so I think maybe.
But wasn't he in the ANC as not in government? Was he in government? Because I know him as a Secretary General of the ANC.
He was. I think recently, yeah. But I think back then he was a business guy, and then he went into the ANC.
Yes, but that doesn't mean he's in government.
It doesn't mean.
So
my brother,
external?
You can run government when you're outside. Yeah, you can run government when you're outside. Rupert runs government, he's not in government.
Yeah. Case in point.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I mean, it was at the White House speaking for all of us. And the guy owns Mont Blanc, all the like private business things. Yeah, so yo,
Fucking hell, man. Yo, there's so much to digest, bro. So much to
yeah,
digest.
too much, bro.
Oh,
Nasdaq 2027. Oh, yes, yeah.
Oh, that's of 2027. I know the person who's going for the presidency is Mbalula.
Is he?
Oh, Mbalula wants to be president.
Box, up the box, up the box.
Mbalula wants to be president.
I will never do that.
Mbalula wants to be president desperately, my man. Paul Mashatile is going for it. I don't know the third guy who's going for it. I'm not sure. But then
The PM, remember the PM
Prince Motsepe as well.
27?
But Motsepe
Is that-
says, Motsepe says he's not contesting high price, contesting. I think Cyril is trying to.
Because now there was a thing, sorry to disturb you, bro, but I'm trying to add on to the conversation. There was a thing where African Rainbow Minerals just sold
yeah.
a portion of the thing to the Norwegian Sovereign Fund. And that's what it mimics when Cyril was about to become president and Shanduka about him relinquishing some power.
Yeah.
So that people were like, okay, he's selling a bit of this company. Is it now he's starting to position himself towards
Don't
the
forget,
presidency?
Ramaphosa and Motsepe are related.
They're brothers-in-law.
For me,
Brothers-in-law.
I think Ramaphosa is creating a way for Motsepe to enter because he knows the next guy who comes in, he might go to prison.
And that's why,
Ramaphosa.
and that's why he can't resign now.
I can't resign now.
Because
And he can't afford a
there's
guy
a
like-
plan,
Yeah,
maybe.
there's a plan.
Maybe,
Yeah, there's a plan,
Guys,
yeah.
don't shoot me
And
around,
literally-
boss.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a plan, you know? Yeah, maybe there's a plan. And then there's an what do you think of the possible, because we heard they're considering an interdict into Palapara, the whole, because he said it's going to take the report on review,
Yeah.
which you could have done 4 years ago and you didn't.
Look, I think it's unfair. Ramaphosa must face his day in court, my man. He must face his day. Look, if
It will be in Parliament.
if they catch you, Saul, with more than 500,000 rand
It will
in
be
your
in
car,
Parliament.
at a roadblock, they arrest you, my brother. They don't even ask questions. Then you find a president with dollars, you know.
Wait,
Stars
so are
doesn't
you
know
saying
about
that
them.
if I could caught
Yeah.
with that kind of money in my car and I'm like, no, I was selling cows or buffaloes,
Where are the receipts?
so I'll get arrested.
Yo, you get arrested. Stars doesn't know about that.
So I
money.
can't say that
Yeah. And then why are you hiding it in your
someone
couch?
is buying something.
You don't hide money that's legit in your couch. Yeah, you put it in your safe, or you say this money is going to the bank. Tomorrow I'm going to bank it. Why are you hiding it in your couch?
And it's so sad for Cyril, no matter what he does, para, para. No matter what he does, para, para.
Yeah. No, that's like Zuma on the answer. Everybody's got their Achilles heel.
Yeah.
So I
That's
think
his
he
Achilles
must face
heel.
his day, my man. He must face his day. Zuma got his day. So every leader must face his time. You know, but there must be no special treatment in this country. Whether you're a leader, you're a president, or someone. All of us. If you do something, if you commit a crime, go and face the music.
So you think that the name is in the hat, Patrice, for the presidency?
Yes.
Oh, don't do it. Please, don't do it, man. Anyway,
Why not?
No, bro, he's living a good life now, bro. He doesn't need any of this bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
But like, no one's talking about
But
Patrice
dog,
right
let's
now.
be real. Let's be honest. Cyril was living a good life.
Yeah, and look at him now.
Cyril's got money, bro. Cyril's
Yeah.
got crazy
Look at him now.
money.
Look at him now, bro.
He's got insane money.
Mm.
He still does.
I think let's make
And nothing will change that.
It'll be a party. It'll be a party every day.
Balula.
It'll be a party every day.
Yeah, but now, that's the message from the Kremlin. From Vladimir Putin himself. Now you know who's Putin is support. That's the message from Russia. Mother Russia. Mother Russia.
From love, from Russia with love.
From Russia with love. Amir's love. Paduka.
Modibe, in closing, man, I wanted to find out in this, independent journalism space that you keep referencing, how much backlash are you getting or pushback are you getting from mainstream media?
I think for funny enough, mainstream media is starting to accept me now.
Oh, is it?
I did an interview in 702, but I was surprised.
Bingwa,
Yeah, with Bingwa.
Bingwa.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
Because they hate us, bro. They always attacking us. Hey,
For real?
They were like us when we started.
And their hosts love us.
702 used to
Well,
be
hosts
us.
hate about the bosses.
Yeah.
Because Mac wouldn't take their deal. 702 Prime Media gave Mac a deal, right?
Yeah, I didn't take it.
You ever told the chillers about the deal?
I think I might have, yeah.
How much was it? How much was it?
No, I didn't get that far.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't get that far.
He was like, yeah, he just shut the door.
Oh, okay.
you would have opened it for negotiations. Hey, my ears are open. Like, I'm all ears. I'm all ears. It was like,
no.
It was like, nah. It went from that
But no,
to
I
nah.
think they begin to open up now.
It was like, hey, nah. It was like, hey, no. Hey, nah.
Okay, they're opening up. That's good.
Yeah, they're opening up.
They got no choice because
They got no choice,
bro.
'cause
We
we-
here.
we-
We
we-
here.
we-
We're going nowhere.
We're here.
Whether they like it or not, we are the mainstream now. Man.
Yeah.
We're here,
we're the
dog, like we're
mainstream.
eavesdropping.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
That's an Eminem bar, by the way. We're here like we're eavesdropping. You know? We're here, dog. Seven hands, man. We're here. We're here like we're eavesdropping.
No,
We're
but
here.
Modibe, thank you so much. I
Thanks,
wanted to
man.
give you this, man. I want to start giving our guests the book, man.
Oh
here's
yes,
the
bro,
book
yeah.
of
Oh,
and
so this is
yeah.
your Dali Tambo. This is your pillow.
Yeah,
This
it's
is your pillow.
Exactly.
Of your Dali Tambo.
And what a
yeah?
perfect way to start it with a journalist who reads.
Who
So
actually-
he'll read it.
You
yeah.
know he'll read it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out,
Thanks,
bro.
brother.
On the way to the Kremlin, on the flight.
Oh yeah. Oh no, to the Kremlin! Business class to the Kremlin.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for
shout out,
Modibe
bro.
Modiba.
Modibe.
Podcast and chill. We out here, man. Boom.
Peace.
Welcome to Black Excellence. Do not fear, for if you do, just sip on some grandeur. And if you still do, ask ourselves, what would Mapapunzi do? Parama chilla, itlasha lefiki. Ungoyigi, even if when they ask you, how sabini, do not fear. For if you do, just say, Anistiri. This is the medicine of censorship. This is the pill. Which one is that one? Podcast and chill.